Hey good people, hola mi gente, MsMalcolmHughes here. Welcome back. Happy Vlogmas. And today I will be doing the end of the year book tag. Let's get into it. So for those of you not familiar, the end of the year book tag is where we come and answer some questions during the fall time in order to, prep and move into the next year here on BookTube. This is my first year doing it and I'm very excited. So let's go ahead and get into the questions. Number one, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Actually, yes. So right now, I'm working on finishing Heavy by Kiese Layman and also Just As I Am by Elin Harris. Those are two books I'm hoping to get done by the end of the year. Obviously, the crunch is serious, running low on time, but I think I'll be able to do it. Question two, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? So yes and no, Just As I Am. It's not specifically about fall or winter, but it does deal a lot with football and football players. And so that happens during this time of year. So I think that that's appropriate and meets the criteria. Next question, is there a new release you're still waiting for? So no, I actually don't plan on buying any more books before the year is done, but I do plan on visiting some bookstores around the city that I've never been to. So it's a possibility that more books will get added to the collection. I just bought a bunch of books back from vacation, so there's a video up about that. Check it out if you haven't. No, the video for that will actually be dropping tomorrow, so look forward to that. Stay tuned, check it out tomorrow. But I don't plan on buying any more books. I may eat those words later, but as of right now, I don't. Next, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? So in addition to the 2 I already mentioned, Heavy and Just As I Am, I do want to read a series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. So I watched at least the first season of the series a while ago when it first debuted on Netflix, and I thought it was so good and so funny and creative and just enough dark humor for someone like me. But then I kind of fell away from it for no real reason. So my thought process is that if I read the books, maybe I'll have more of a deeper investment, and then I can go back and watch the series all the way through. At least that's my intent. I don't know if it'll happen that way, but we shall see. I'll keep you all posted. All right, second to last question. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Honestly, no, I don't. I think I've read some pretty solid works this year. I think this was an actual reading year where I think I enjoyed more books that I read than not enjoying them, which sometimes in other years, sometimes you read a lot of DNFs, a lot of books that you just don't finish, or you're like, it was mid, but I think this was a pretty solid reading year for me. And so the only one that could come through and really be a surpriser for me is Heavy by Kiese Layman, and that really depends on how the book continues to progress, and then also just the way that it all comes together in the end. Final question, have you already started making reading plans for 2022? Absolutely yes. So I really want to read a lot of the books that were on the best of 2023 list, or books that have been nominated for the big awards next year. And I want to do that during the first quarter of the year because I really want to be able to come on here and give my opinions and talk about whether or not I think the books that have been shortlisted, the books that have been longlisted, the books that win are actually deserving, or if I think they're not deserving and why. Or just, my personal opinion. So that's one thing I do want to do next year. So that's something I'm already thinking through, working on, figuring it out. So yeah, that's the first quarter plan for 2024. So a little sneak preview for you all. That's it for me for this Vlogmas video. I'm so excited, so much more to come this month, but until the next one, as always, please remember to give time, to be kind to each other, and to have the very best day of your life on purpose. Peace, odabo, adios, ciao.